Nurture trumps nature. I mean, I always said this well before the Dahmer thing even came out. I'm like, if Jeffrey Dahmer was a baby and he came into our family, would he still have eaten people? Probably not.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
Like, I don't even want to think about.
We would have if Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell raised Jeffrey Dahmer. I mean, like he would probably be, on like Party of Five.
Oh my, things you never thought you'd hear, right?
Also something I hadn't thought about. Welcome back. That was a clip from our April podcast of the month, hosted by two very familiar faces. It's called Sibling Revelry, where they explore everything from sibling bonds, family dynamics, and the human mind.
I love the fact that we can see Oliver, and he was laughing really hard about that clip as well. Yesterday was National Siblings Day. We showed you ours, so we couldn't be happier to have these siblings with us today. Please, everybody, welcome actors and hosts of Sibling Revelry, Kate and Oliver Hudson. Hey guys, thank you. That clip was fantastic. I never thought about that.
Very Oliver.
Yes, very Oliver.
Yeah. It's funny because we don't even listen to him. I don't listen to him back much. So when I see that,
right.
it's like experiencing it for the first time.
Yeah.
Oliver,
I usually listen to it back. I cut out all of Oliver's very inappropriate moments.
What's on the cutting room floor is more interesting, honestly.
So he's the inappropriate one. Now we know. Oliver, let me ask you, you're doing this podcast with your sister. You're focusing on family dynamics and sibling issues. Some would say that would probably be cathartic, but I come from a family of 5, so I would imagine it's a mix of a lot of stuff in there.
No, it is, but it is cathartic. I mean, honestly, it's part of what I talk about. And doing this has been, starting it with Kate has been fun from a creative standpoint. But actually getting into some of these issues, talking with some of these guests, not just the celebrity guests, but some of these experts and these people that we're interested in, coming on sort of sparks our own issues. And I'm able to honestly speak more candidly and vulnerably to my sister when I've got the mic in front of my face, which is my own issues that I have to deal with in psychology. But it has been very cathartic.
I was listening to one of your past casts. You have siblings on, and you had Rob and Chad Lowe on, and we just had Rob in the studio. Yes, I see the eyes. We just had Rob in the studio last week, and Kate, your initial reaction was very much like Eva's and Dr. Jen's here in studio, kind of taken aback by his. He's a good-looking man, right? So, did you ask his?
So handsome.
Did you ask his sibling what he thought about that, having to grow up? Because that's part of the dynamic that you guys talk about.
Oh yeah, with Chad, that was fun. That was a great episode
because he was so open and honest. He's like, I mean, are you
Chad
crazy?
Was great.
I was like, yeah, I am upset that he's so handsome. Maybe I have a little bit of, envy that he is successful in this and all that.
That's a great question to ask.
Yeah, that was a great episode. I love it. Having siblings, that's one thing when there's 2 celebrity siblings. It's another thing when we have a celebrity on with a sibling that just really lives a very private life. You get such a different perspective of the person that we think we know. And some of the most surprising celebrities are some of the most listened to episodes because to really unpack people's real story and their familial background is really fascinating. But moving forward with our podcast, we also like how when we hit on certain subjects that we love, like what it does to our dynamic. Like this season, we talk about Ikigai. We talked to this writer, Tim Tamashiro, about a book he wrote. And it kind of gets us talking about our life purpose, which is also, again, going back to those cathartic things that, I think people can relate to when it comes to siblings. Like, we really only have each other. We have our friends, but like the importance of this relationship and dynamic is everything. So to kind of be able to unpack things that we love together is really fun to do with this podcast, I think.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's good.
It's good. So great to have you both on. You have been a riot this morning, you two. Thank you so much.
I lost them.
Yeah, you over talk and they just cut
It's
out.
over.
No, you didn't lose. It's just you didn't lose us. It's a certain amount of time. No, honestly.
We can't hear you guys.
We got the phone going.
We got
Kate and Oliver, thank you so much for joining us today. Sibling Revelry is available anywhere that you get your podcasts, and season 3 kicks off tomorrow with brand new episodes.
They're so great. They're still going, by the way. We can see them.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.